Alright, so tonight we're going to try changing a tire on this XR100. As you can see, this tire is pretty worn out. So I'm going to give it a try changing it out. I've never done this before, so we're going to see how difficult it is. I borrowed this touch stand from a friend of mine, co-worker. Thanks, Aaron. I'll see if I can get it to work. First thing I noticed was the center post didn't have the right size post for the XR100 hub. So looks to me like I can just set it down on here and we'll try and work it without the hub to stabilize it and hold it down. I think it'll give me something to work on anyways, better than doing it on the ground. So let's take a look at the new tire. I got the Kenda tire to replace this and a new Kenda tube. So we'll take a look at the new tire. I'll leave links to all this stuff down in the bottom of the description box below if you want to check it out. So this Kenda tire, pretty good looking tire. It's fairly similar to what I have on there. I ride in Tillamook State Forest in Oregon, Northwest Oregon, Southwest Washington, so we get a lot of mud, so I get big voids in this, pretty aggressive tread. Looks like that tire will work pretty good. So we'll see about putting that on. And we got a new tube from Kenda to go along with this tire. Alright, so we're going to start by removing the valve cap here, and we'll let the air out of this tire. Alright, that's fine, just let it. Loose spoke there. Just tighten that up. So start by popping that off. Looks like it popped off pretty easy. Spoons. And I'm going to start here just one side of the bead lock on this. We'll start working the tire off.
exit is out.
All right, so that's off on that side. Now you flip it over, pop the other side off. Okay, now that the tire's off both sides, in theory they should just pop off. And I guess the theory's pretty good. One tire off.
Yeah, it's Phil this time.
Why is it there? Yeah.
Alright. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and then we'll be back and put the new one back on. Light on it.
It's on.
Alright, you can see we got quite a bit of corrosion built up in here around the spokes and around the rim, so I'm going to go ahead and just try and clean this up with my Dremel tool here while I got it open. Take care of that. So. See that stuff flinging off there?
Is it hanging?
Alright, so we had to let my photographer, cameraman go to bed last night, so we're going to finish installing this today. Again, we're going to get ready to put this back on. First thing you want to check is the direction. This is a directional tread on this. If you look at these lugs, you can see they're curved on one side, curved the opposite way on the other, which means this is a directional tire. It's made to go in one direction. You can look on the side, and there's a small circular emblem that shows the direction of travel, and this says travels in that direction. So we're going to make sure that gets on there like that. First step is we'll put a little baby powder in here, I guess inside the tire to let that tube not rub too much. Don't need a lot. Just put a little in there and just kind of coat the inside of the tire there. Get our tube down there. Stuff the tube inside the tire. Get that tube in the tire. We're just going to give it a little tiny bit of air so it's easier to work with. And we're just going to take some soapy water, soap up the rim, both sides. The right way. We got that bead lock didn't get underneath the tires, so we're gonna have to pull it back off. Here. All right. We got that kind of worked over the bead lock. Over. So we got to get this bead lock on there. So we just kind of pull it up. It should. Press that up. Fall right in place. Got that bead lock in there. Start back by the valve stem. Maybe a little bit more lube. We're going to take a couple inches either side of the valve stem. Work the tire around, make sure this thing stays down off the bead as you work it around. Towards the bead lock, just push the bead lock in. Up right down. Hold on. Again, you gotta make sure this stays down off the bead. Just keep working it. There it is. All right, not too bad. Notice that about this stand, you got a nice little rack here. I keep forgetting to use it. You can just tighten down the valve stem. Down your bead lock. All right, so now we're all on there. Looks like it's all good. We'll put some air to it and make sure that bead seats all the way around. That thing's on all the way around. So now we'll just come back and inflate that to the proper pressure. I'll probably run 15 PSI in this. I don't want to go too low. It's a kid's bike. I don't want them popping it off the rim. So I'll put about 15 PSI in it and it'll be good to go. So as you can see, that took me a little bit of time, but this is absolutely the first time I've ever mounted a motorcycle tire on a rim. Using this tough stand, and these are Motion Pro spoons. I looked all this stuff online. It comes to about 120 bucks, 130 bucks for the stand, spoons, and everything you need to put tires on. I called up my local motorcycle shop, and they would have charged me 30 bucks to $28.50 to install this tire. So I figure about 4 tire changes you've paid for the stand and everything you need to do it yourself. I think I'm going to go ahead and invest in a stand, and so I can change the rest of my arsenal of bikes over here when they need new tires. Again, I'll put links to all the equipment that I used here down in the description box. I'd recommend doing this. It looks harder than it actually is, and I'm sure I'll get better at it over time. Hope you guys found this useful. If you have any comments or suggestions where I screwed up, let me know. Just post a comment. If you like it, hit a like. And as always, I could use subscribers, so hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and help me out. Thanks a lot. God bless.